children, it's Mrs. Lee here. It's Assembly 3 and it's week 5. Let's get on with our routine. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Well, I can see that the long hand, that's the big hand, the minute hand is on the 9. Now I know that means that's right, 1:45. And I can see that the short hand, that's the hour hand, is nearly on the 12. So that must mean it is, that's right, 11:45. 11:45. Now 12 at night is midnight. And 12 in the middle of the day is called midday or noon. Now you should be awake at that time and hopefully you're filling your belly with some food. I hope that's happening. Okay, what else have we got on our board? I forgot yesterday, didn't I? Our language of the month, which is Bulgarian. And we are learning to say hello in Bulgarian, which is Zdrazi, Zdrazi or Zdravei. Now, our Makaton sign of the week is true, to be honest. And yesterday we went to the research centre and we found out about that. I hope that you are learning to be honest and tell the truth. It's a tricky one to do, but it is one of our rules and it's very important. It will make Hertford Infant School a happy place if you can always be honest. I'd like to take you back over to the research centre now and look at some more books to do with rules and find out why do we have rules. So while I take you over there, can you think? And maybe you could talk to the person next to you and say, I know we have golden rules because. I'll see you in 3, 2, 1. Hello children, here I am back in the research centre like last time. We were looking at some of our books, weren't we, about the golden rules. And we were looking at the rule, that's right, to be honest. But you might be thinking, why do we have these rules, Mrs. Lee? I don't know if you've seen this before. I think I've talked about it before. These are our British values. We've talked about democracy. Give me a wave if you're a school counsellor. Ah, that's right. Now, you didn't get to be a school counsellor because I wanted you to be it. You got to be a school counsellor because of your friends. That's right, voted for you. Now, I know some of you know your grown-ups went and voted a couple of sleeps ago. Elsa, I think you saw me when I went to the voting station, didn't you? All right, and we voted, and that's about being part of a democracy. But I'm not going to talk about that one today. I'm not going to talk about individual liberty. I'm not going to talk about mutual respect, and I'm not going to talk about tolerance. I'm going to talk about the rule of law. And next to the phrase rule of law, we've got our golden rules. Yes? Now, I'm going to read you a book that is called But Why Can't I? And hopefully by the end of it, you'll start to get an idea about why we have rules. Are you sitting sensibly? It's good to sit sensibly, isn't it? So that everybody else can hear and see. Right, this book is called But Why Can't I? Here we go. Jenny came to look after George and his sister Rosie. Mum told them the rules. They had to go to bed at 7 o'clock and they had to listen to Jenny and they had to keep the rules. But George said, rules are silly. Jenny took them to the park. They had to cross a road. Jenny said there were rules for crossing roads. They had to stop, look and listen. I think George is going to do that. But George didn't stop, look or listen. He nearly ran into the road. Jenny said rules can keep people safe. Later on, Jenny got out a game. She told them the rules. They had to take turns to throw the dice. You think George is? Oops, I can't turn the page. But George didn't listen. He didn't take turns, so no one could play the game. Jenny had to put the game away. She said rules make games fair. Then Jenny said it was 7 o'clock. It was time for... But George didn't want to go to bed. He wanted to stay up late. But why can't I? He moaned. Jenny said he needed his sleep. She said people need sleep to keep fit and well. That's true, isn't it? But George didn't. Listen, he stayed up late and he got tired and grumpy. Then Jenny told him that she had to keep rules too. She told him she worked in a shop and the shop had lots of customers and then it was a great place to work. But she had to keep the rules. She had to look smart for work and she had to get to work on time. But one day Jenny was late for work and the customers could not get into the shop and everybody was cross. Jenny nearly lost her job. She was never late again. George was really tired now. He yawned. George got under his duvet. He said rules weren't silly at all and went fast asleep. And that's why we have rules, children, to keep us, that's right, safe. So when we're talking about the golden rules and we're talking about being gentle and we're talking about being honest, they are there to keep everybody safe. Not just me, not just you, everybody. And everybody has to keep those golden rules. Show me on your fingers how many there are. That's right, there's 7. Everybody has to keep those golden rules. It's really, really important. We're going to finish off there, children, with our school prayer. Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good, in all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. I'm really hoping that as I go around the school, I see people keeping the golden rules. And I would love to give out numbers in boxes. In fact, I think all the adults would. So if we see you being honest, if we see you being kind, if we see you being gentle, helpful, picking up and looking after property, working hard and having good manners, please, thank you, then we will give you a number in a box. And then you'll get a certificate and then you can take it home and show your grown-ups how you have helped Hertford Infant School be a happy place. Bye.